Greetings, humans! It's me, your brave Beagle guide, reporting for duty. Today, I'll sniff my way into Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, with no spoiler, a gritty action RPG set in a medieval Bohemia. You once again don the mantle of Henry of Skelets, the blacksmith's son, with revenge burning in his heart, across two big open maps. And yes, let me guide you through my latest discovery. The first area we explore is kind of like a giant training ground. But don't let that fool you. It's packed with cool stuff. There is a lively nomad camp, a towering castle smack in the middle of the map, and plenty of places to sniff around. Trust me, I checked. But oh boy, the second map, way bigger, so big even my poles can't keep up. Yep, you'll need a trusty horse to trot across it. You'll wander through tiny villages, stretch your legs in the countryside, and then find yourself in a huge, breathtaking, detailed city. That's Gothenburg, the historic silver mining hub. And together with the lush Bohemian paradise, this sequel gives us two gigantic playgrounds. Tail wagging approved. What's an epic tale without its cast of characters? Of course, we've got Henry, kind of like a pup discovering a new scent. You get to shape him, his skills, his gear, even his moral choices. By the end, you're not just controlling him, you're walking alongside a super doggy-friendly medieval soldier. What a character! I'm genuinely in love with him. Then there is his band of companions, each with their own lives and stories that makes the world feel alive. Sir Hans Capon, that cheeky noble brat who makes you want to bark and groan at the same time. Mutt, clearly the best character of the story, loyal, brave, always ready to sniff out trouble. Catherine starts off distant and proper, but soon you see her clever, layered side. Istvan Toth, a slippery manipulator, always popping in and out to stir trouble. Otto van Bergo, a member of the League of Lords. Otto is the current owner of Trusty Castle, the best place of the entire game. What level design? The Dry Devil, a noble gone completely off the leash. Terrifying, over the top and unforgettable. Marquardt von Haulitz, the man behind Henry's tragic past. Everyone feels like they've lived a life before you met them. Their dialogue, their mannerisms, their flaws, it all gives the world texture. You're not just playing a story, you are stepping into a living medieval drama. And trust me, I've sniffed around enough to know when a world feels real. Lore and story are top-notch, let's say 9.5. Alright, listen carefully, humans. This isn't just some walk in the park, nope. It's a first-person action RPG. And I, Sir Beagle, say it's loaded with bones to chew on. Deep RPG mechanics, rich crafting, and a whole open world to explore. You get to shape Henry, his looks, his skills, his gear, even his morals. Personally, I'd choose always share sausages, right Matt? These mechanics give you a huge dose of freedom, noble humans. You can sniff out a path through diplomacy, bare your fangs as a warrior, or sneak around all quiet and sneaky. The choice is yours. And the level design? Oh, let me bark about that. It's not just pretty scenery. Castles like Trotsky or the LA of the big city aren't just there to wag your tail at. They're actually shaped in the way you play. Multiple paths, clever layouts, and smartly designed spaces means every mission can unfold differently. Do you storm the gates, slip in through a side passage, or talk your way past the guards? The world itself is the puzzle, and solving it gives you what glorious freedom only the best level design can deliver. Level and game design 8.8. Now, the pace is a bit more sniff around and take your time. You set the tempo while history rolls out around you. The best bits, freedoms everywhere, super realistic systems and a medieval world so immersive I almost buried a bone in it. The not so great bits, some humans can find the start a bit slow. Let's just say you'll feel like a beagle chasing its tail in the woods. But try and you will be rewarded, I assure you. Mechanics 8.5. The combat, A little, well, stiff. Sometimes swinging a sword feels more like swatting a fly with a stick. And those hitboxes, let's just say I've seen squirrels dodge better. But when the combat does click, the flow is actually really enjoyable, and some battles manage to be downright epic and satisfying. Tail wags guaranteed. Let me be honest, I basically finished the whole game with the first decent weapon I found. Don't get me wrong, it was a trusty chew toy of steel. But I kinda wished the game had forced me to sniff out and switch to new gear more often. That would have made exploration way more rewarding. Main gameplay loop 8.2. Humans, prepare your eyeballs, because visually this game is breathtaking. We are talking pixel-perfect fields where I could roll for days, river that sparkles so much I almost jumped in, and town so detailed I half expected to smell sausages cooking. Yep, the lightning shifts with the time of day, which means I know exactly when it's dinner o'clock. Yep, medieval Europe has never looked so shiny, or this sniffable. In the villages you'll hear authentic medieval tunes, the kind of lute melodies that make you want to curl up for a nap. Then, at key moments, the soundtrack swells into epic, uplifting pieces that makes battles feel larger than life. It's the perfect mix. Calm when you're sniffing around, epic when it's time to move the sword. And those audio effects, hoofbeats echoing in the distance, the rhythmic clang-clang of a blacksmith, every sound keeps you in there. Wonderful. 8.7. And what about the fun? Oh boy, this isn't just a silly fetch-the-ball type of fun. It's deep, thoughtful, and full of authentic medieval moments. You'll sneak into castles, forge alliances, walk through enchanted forests, and slowly realize your story is truly yours. It's dramatic, sometimes slow but supremely rewarding when Henry's journeys unfold around you. And then there is the pacing. At the start, it's slow, complex, delicious, like sniffing every single tree on a long walk. I loved that, but as soon the adventures rolled on, that careful tempo got lost. A shame, because that opening had some real tail-wagging charm. But I didn't try hardcore mode, that's get out when I finished the game, which might have helped keep the challenging flavor alive all the way through. Immersion is awesome, 9.2. In short, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is like a giant, delicious bone for RPG fans. Rich, immersive, and totally worth the chew. Gorgeous, realistic, and deeply engaging, especially if you like complex gameplay and medieval authenticity. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 earns a royal 8.8 biscuits out of 10. So, thank you, noble humans, for riding along with me, your royal beagle, through this grand adventure. Until the next quest,